Greetings, everyone. Today I would like to talk about a scam artist. Someone who I thought that I could trust. Hi, Jerry. And really, this guy calls himself, he's a psychic. Right, well, he works with the dark side. Tell everybody what the fuck happened. So, this person goes by the name Naji the Psychic, but his real name's actually Anthony, and he so he wrote this book, and it's actually, he came out with another cover for it. This is the old cover, but it's the same book. And it's about like his organization and all that.
Grievances, insecurities, problems with the law, problems with your marriage, problems with yourself, they all can be quelled through the power of the perfect spell. But first you have to make a sacrifice. And secondly, you got to make a commitment.
Somebody says they are part of the Illuminati. There's no such thing as Illuminati, per se. So that's like a major red flag right there. They're liable to take your money and just basically run away with it. But anyway, I trust this guy. I met him. He was like the first person I corresponded with when I moved to Baltimore. Even before I met Danville. And what attracted me to him was, you know, and I'm sure you guys have seen videos of me with this character. I really liked that he was practicing Kumbanda, so that was kind of a plus, because I was hoping that I could learn more about Kumbanda. But now I'm trying to distance myself a little bit from it. I just don't think it's compatible, and I've had so many horrible things happen to me from Tatars, you know, people that are, you know, trying to get my money and all that. It's a big money making scheme, honestly, at the end of the day. But you know, I'm going to keep my books. I still have some statues. Still have this altar here. I just, you know, I'm taking a break from it a little bit. So we did this ritual in Druid Hill Park the first time I met him. And it was to Beelzebub. And there was a chicken sacrifice. And we had to like climb up these big boulders and all that, and I'm clutching on like roots of trees and shit, and it was incredible. And this was like January. I think this was January 5th, when I first moved here. We went out in the woods and did this in Druid Hill Park. And, but it was like kind of hidden. It was, you know, not where there's people, but, there's like water and everything. And anyway, did that with him. I was kind of impressed, you know, but, so I kept working with him, and then he moved to Las Vegas. And then his stuff got stolen in Las Vegas, so he came running back here, and we started working again.
You win. They lose. Chosen ones. You have defeated higher ranking witches of the underworld. You have to understand, there's people who sit at home and all they talk about is ways upon how to bring you down. You have people that have sought out other people to limit you, to undermine you, to destroy you. But despite the evil, despite the suffering that they're trying to direct your way, unbeknownst to you, you're still winning.
With each other here. And he claims to be part of the Illuminati and Luciferian and all that. And, you know, it's always something different. It's always, oh, I'm an occultist, or I'm a Satanist, or I'm a Combandist. And it's like, well, what are you, man? You know? Like, I'm a Gnostic Luciferian, so I know what the fuck I am. But he changes it all the time. Now he's just like, oh, Naji the psychic, Naji the occultist. So anyway, this character has just been horrible to me the last couple of months. He promised me that he was going to do a ritual involving a serpent. And I paid him $666 for this fucking thing to be done. And we were supposed to do it together. It was to open the gates, you know, of hell and all that. And, you know, try to get some wealth out of it even. And he took off to Puerto Rico with family, and he's got 3 baby mamas, so he's got 3 illegitimate children with 3 random women, and he went with like 10 people in his family to Puerto Rico or something without telling me, so he was missing in action for a while, and then he called me out of the blue yesterday and was like, oh yeah, by the way, I went to Puerto Rico. Probably on my money, right? And he apparently closed on a temple too. He bought a church for, you know, in South Carolina for his, like, anti-cosmic Satanism, Kabbalah shit, whatever the fuck he's doing. But from the very beginning, it's like he says he's a black supremacist, and then he's like, I'm not racist, and it's like, well, what does black supremacy mean? I mean, supremacist means you are a racist. I'm sorry, that's, you know, it is what it is. So there's that, which created some problems for me. And then there's the anti-trans thing, too. He doesn't accept that I'm trans. He says, like, things like, oh, you're supposed to be a goddess, and you can't be involved in my church if you're, you know, not a goddess, and blah blah blah. You know, the usual spin of, oh, you need to embrace, you know, being a female because you're a dark goddess, you know, you're Lilith or whatever. So I just thought I'd actually let you guys know how he feels about women. This is the requirements for his organization. Black robes of any type of all black clothing that is hooded is worn by male participants. Females, on the other hand, wear garments that are sexually suggestive, and all black if elderly. Sexually appealing clothes are worn by the women to stimulate the emotions of the male participants' bioelectrical current. This outpouring of energy, provoked through lustful means, is targeted and amps the intensity of the working. So he basically views women as sex objects. And he has several videos on his Instagram of women dressed like this. I can't really show a lot of it because my page, my channel would probably, YouTube would take it down as sexually suggestive or whatever.
Didi Norales, aka Perennial Key, here with I Have Chaos. And in this particular video, I just wanted to say that submission is a woman's prized position. But if you as a man are caught lacking in your ability to convey uncommon characteristics and also uncommon information, she will begin to think and act out as if her position is her possession. So I say all this to make a point, and I hope you got the message. Peace. I just wanted to talk about a warning that my mother gave me. Now, if you know anything about me, she's a devout Christian, 7-day Adventist to be exact. And she gave me a warning, a grave one. She says, son, I know the words that come out of your mouth when you're very upset are very vile and wicked. But you gotta understand something about the women that you're dealing with. They are not consecrated by God. They are not submissive women. And they are Luciferians. And they will kill you. So I know you're a witch doctor, but I'm gonna pray for you. You hear me? And then she switched into her Jamaican accent on the you hear me part. And I'm gonna be real, when I knew she switched into that, I knew it was serious. And I knew to take heed. So what you see before you right now is a protection ritual from all these Luciferic visions. Come make your sacrifice. Come control the spirit of woman in totality.
So I'm probably just, gonna maybe show like a teeny bit of it. But, yeah, he also runs like a sex... Hey! You need to watch it. Cats are playing around the altar. Yeah, he runs like a pornography site within his site too. Sex Magic. And he actually had the nerve to call me up one evening and try to get me to have sex with him. I kid you not. And I literally explained to him that I don't feel comfortable with that because I'm trans, and it's like, I don't know you, and why on earth would I have sex with you? And then, like, what, you're gonna knock me up and then force me to have your kid? I mean, just like you did with 3 other women. I mean, is that what this is? Yeah, so I was totally angry about it. I was like, you know, I just want you to see me as a male friend, you know, and but no, I'm just a client, and I'm supposed to fork over money for him, basically. That's really all he uses me for. Um, the bottom line is he really does not have friends. He has clients, and he will use you, and he will throw you away when he is done using you. You know, he used to have a store here. When I first met him, he had a store. I don't think he has Eye for Chaos as a physical location anymore. But, yeah, people really should be aware of this. You know, I don't know if he's going to come through and still get a snake, but we'll see. But I would like to also highlight that Luciferians and Satanists typically do not sacrifice animals. He sacrifices animals because he's involved in Kumbanda, which is a very dark, sinister path that, quite frankly, I kind of got into because I thought that it was like demonolatry. From reading Jake Stratton Kent's book, The True Grimoire, as well as some other books. So I got kind of entrapped in it because I thought, you know, this was just like maybe a more powerful version of demonolatry. It's powerful, but it requires a lot of sacrifice. And it's hateful. It's extremely hateful. Every ritual that Kumbanda is involved in is all about like hexing and, you know, domination and forcing people to do things. You know, it's a very negative belief system, and I'm trying to move away from it and just be a Gnostic Luciferian, which is what I was before I started getting into this bullshit. This Afro, you know, Brazilian bullshit, basically. You know, yeah, I mean, there's just nothing positive about Kumbanda. There really isn't. You know, between the killing of animals and the spells and all that, there's nothing positive about it. There's really just not a lot of redeeming factors with it. It's very dangerous belief system. People really need to watch it when they work with these forces. And it's really caused a lot of problems in my life, honestly. It's come between me and my relationship with Lucifer, personally, and with Luciferianism in general. I know a lot of people mix them and all that, and that's kind of what I was doing. But you bring these foreign deities into your home, these idols that are really just dead people. Posing as, sometimes they pose as demons or higher spirits even. You're asking for it. You're asking for all this chaos to happen. You just gotta be careful, you know. I know there's a lot of people that are, you know, Satanists, and they're practicing Satanism, and they think it's cool, you know, to start messing around with these shoes and you know, Palmageras and all that, and they're going to find themselves in a world of trouble, honestly, if they don't know what they're doing. You know. So, yeah, there was a lot of problems that I had with this whole system. All of the tatas that I've spoken to, you know, the Kumbanda teachers or whatever, the people that initiate you into the system, they all want large amounts of money. And they're all like, they all say, oh, there's something wrong with you. You know, I can relieve you of your pain and suffering for this amount of money. And it's all bullshit. It really is. I honestly, like, would be willing to sell some of these statues if anyone's interested. I tried to get Najee to buy, but he's a freeloader and he just wants me to give them to him free. Basically he's like, well, because our relationship has gone so bad, in your attitude about my business, I don't think I can buy anything from you because it's going to harbor your energy. And then I said, well, I'm probably going to leave them in an abandoned cemetery. And he's like, well, if you give it to me for free, I'll take it. And it's like, I'm not giving you these statues for free. I put a lot of money into this fucking thing. You know? Like, but, you know, whatever. I mean, I'm under a lot of pressure, you know, to just move on and get the hell out of it. But, yeah. I might post them on eBay in the future. You know, so if anybody wants any of these, I might have it on eBay in the future. Right now, I don't know what's going on. But, yeah, I mean, I just want to make it clear. I mean, animal sacrifice is not a Gnostic Luciferian thing. It's not something that Luciferians engage in. So, when you see somebody like Najee saying, oh, you know, I'm going to sacrifice animals or whatever, he's practicing something else. But he calls himself a Luciferian, which is demonizing, really, for, you know, a religion that, you know, has been persecuted already by so many people, including Satanists. I mean, a lot of Satanists don't even like Luciferians. So, but, yeah, there's not really much else to say, honestly. I mean, this guy, you know, he's a loser, and he's an asshole, and yeah. You can see some of the videos that I posted of he and I doing stuff together. So. Okay, so here's the site. Contact Najee the Psychic. I just want to show some of the prices on these things here he's offering. spiritual care practice or package. For a chicken sacrifice, he wants $555. For a blood painting, so basically he's gonna kill a fucking animal and take the blood and paint. He wants to charge you $444 for that. For a Ishu spirit box, where basically he believes that he's taking a dead person and sticking it in a box for you. He wants to charge you $1,000 for that. To sacrifice a sheep, it's $3,000. For a goat, it's $2,000. Serpent, $999. He's got these double threats here. It goes out in the water here. Bottomless pit ritual is a blood conjuration ceremony performed out at sea. It is used to summon the serpent. So, I mean, these are like the numbers that he is charging people. That's insane. Forest blood circle conjuration is used to summon the spirit presiding over all Ishu. So, yeah, that's like it's an insane amount of money, guys. But yeah, blood triangle. 5,000. Serpent plus goat, 3,000. Towards any desire. Yeah, I mean, does this sound like somebody that wants to, like, get off this planet? I mean, this person's, sounds like they're all about material gain, personally. And then these were his books. I have them, but I have the older ones. He wants like 50 for them now, and they're just like little books, literally. And then here's his, yeah. So, that's his, sex site. So, yeah, just wanted to show everybody this.